Spring, a lovely season for rainy days and outdoor strolls. The invigorating presence of sunshine and warm temperatures are getting people outside and moving. What better way to go about it than going a bike ride around town?
Have you ever considered going for a bike ride but didn't have a bike? Ever needed public transportation but didn't have any money? The Green Apple Bikes is a program here in Manhattan, Kansas that sets up free bikes around town for people like you.
But what exactly is the motive behind this program? Is it the need of public transportation? Or just out of generosity? A need for bike lovers? Or perhaps a service to the friendly community? We're not exactly sure, but the folks who run it could tell us more.
And now we will head out to CivicPlus, the company responsible for starting and maintaining this Green Apple bike program. Let's go! Alrighty, here we are at CivicPlus. Let's head inside and see if we can talk to anyone more about the program.
Sometime later, we found the program director of Green Apple Bikes, Jillian Thompson, who was kind enough to talk to us about the program itself.
My main role is kind of just making sure that my volunteers are appreciated and, acknowledged, and that none of their schedules are being taken advantage of, trying to balance everyone's workflow.
Whose idea was it to start Green Apple Bikes?
So Ward Morgan, who's the owner for CivicPlus, my boss, he went to New York City and saw the City Bike program, and he thought it was a really great idea, and he kind of had the idea to see if he could do something like that for Manhattan, Kansas.
How many different locations are there for the bike stops?
So we have, last I checked, I think we've got about 12 racks off campus and 5 racks on K-State.
How is the program funded if the bikes are free?
So it's all private sponsorship money. So a big portion of it for our year-to-year is our corporate sponsorships, people who sponsor racks. We have the guys at Thomas Outdoor Signs donate all of our signs to us and our bike numbers for free. So that's a huge help. We have mechanics who donate their time, volunteer efforts, so we don't really have overhead there as in terms of facilitating it. And then we just have people who've donated money to help us. And so if somebody doesn't want to be a rack sponsor, we've had people give us $100 or $200, which is 2 bikes.
Getting to know more about the workshop, Jillian took us over to explore and observe where the CivicPlus volunteers fix and refurbish the bikes. The program has had a number of volunteers, but it mainly consists of 10 of them who work on a weekly basis.
It's really just a way to offer something fun and unique to Manhattan, Kansas. That's what it started as, something to kind of set us apart, and we are a pretty bike-friendly community, so that helped a lot. And then from there, as we learned and we grew as a program, we saw different needs that we then adapted and changed for, like our Essential Bikes program, which gives bikes to people who don't have another form of transportation. So we realized that need through Green Apple Bikes, through people riding them every day to work and from their home and stuff like that. So it started out as just something that was really cool, and then it ended up filling a need for people. Yeah, so future for Green Apple Bikes, I think we're looking at ordering another 300 or 400 bikes this year. And we're also thinking of maybe somewhere along the horizon going from sponsorship signs on our racks to sponsorship signs on our bikes. Also, we are playing around with trackers. We're playing around with a partnership with the Adabus system. So they just got bike racks on the backs of the buses. So kind of helping finish that last mile dilemma where, okay, you drop somebody off at a bus stop, but how do they get home? And we just had an agreement with the city that's going to let us put bike racks on public parks, which is going to be great. So a lot of exciting things, a lot of challenges as we grow, but I think it's going to be great.
Who would have known the program was as big as it is today? Next time you grab a bike from the racks, consider the value of the work put in by the volunteers and workers at CivicPlus. Until then, farewell.